going to show you how to do an egg salad sandwich with tofu. So I have a half of a package of tofu here, and this is a 14-ounce package. I'm going to use the firm tofu, and this particular brand is honestly has more of a consistency of extra firm, so this is a little bit more firm than I would normally like, but that's what I have today, so this is what I'm working with. Normally a regular firm is just fine, but this, even though it says firm, is almost more the consistency of an extra firm, but that's okay. We'll work with what we've got. You can do the same. It'll be fine. So first thing we're going to do is break this up. So after you've got this smashed up, and this is going to kind of mimic the white portion of the egg. So just like when you've got a hard-boiled egg and you set aside the yolk and you start smashing the white portion of the boiled egg, that's what this is going to mimic. And so we'll work from that. And then to that, we're going to add some vegan mayo. I've made my own here, so I'm going to add that in. You can add in any vegan mayo that you have. And that should be fine. That's probably 2 tablespoons. A little bit of mustard on top there. More or less, again, to your taste. I'm gonna do a 1/4 of a teaspoon here of black salt. And this is what's going to give it that boiled egg kind of flavor. So we're gonna use that. Now it's about a 1/4 of a teaspoon. It may need half. I'm gonna go through, taste it, see how it is. And then also needs to go in here is the turmeric. So we'll add, I believe it comes out to about 1/8 of a teaspoon. You gotta be careful with, actually, I mean, that's just a couple of dashes. Turmeric's great for the color, but we don't need too much of it since we put in the mustard anyways. And turmeric's great for you. The only thing is if you use too much of the turmeric, you'll end up tasting, it almost gets a bitter flavor if you use too much. So, I have a great recipe for a latte with the turmeric. And it actually uses ginger and the turmeric, and so it comes out really good. I know some of them, you don't even have to use espresso, and they call it a milk tea. So that's one way to get turmeric into your body. They say it has good anti-inflammatory properties to it. So I like to add it in here and there wherever I can. And that's a great way to do that. I think it needs a little bit more yellow, not enough for me. And I like mustard to really pop through the flavor in my egg salad sandwich. So you're just gonna behave, once you get that broken down, you're really just gonna treat it like you would any other egg salad sandwich. If you like a lot of mustard in yours, put a lot of mustard. If you don't like mustard at all, you could just go with the turmeric. That would be fine too. If you like yours a little bit more dry, this is almost more on the dry side. I don't mind it like this, but my kiddos actually like it to be a little bit more wet. So for them, I would add even a little bit more of the mayo in here, our vegan mayo. And from here, that's just about done. I'm gonna give it a taste here and see if that's good. a little bit more of the salt. So I'd say close to half of a teaspoon is probably just fine. It's pretty close. Just a tad bit more, I think will do just fine. If you wanted a little bit more of a bright color, you could add a little bit more turmeric in there, and that's okay. With the black salt, sometimes it clumps up, so it's a good idea to take it out before you pour it in even. Break it up with your fingers. That way you don't get any clumps in here. When you're working with something that's liquidy, it's usually fine because it'll break apart anyways, but this one doesn't always break apart. So I'm gonna try that again. And that's good, I like it. Then the next thing I do is add a little bit of seasoning salt or a seasonal. We blend that in. You can leave it on top if you want to. I blend mine in. We can just put this right on. And a simple egg salad sandwich.